W3FRX.
W3FRX?
Yeah, this W3FRX handle is Dave, Dog Able Victor Easy in Maryland, and we're using a 7300 with an ICOM PW1, over.
Sounds really good, really good. How long have you had that radio?
Well, I've had the 7300 now for 2+ years, and absolutely love it.
Oh, yeah. The only thing that I see is that they may have set the ALC just a little tight in order to, I don't know. But it has some difficulties in achieving actual 100 watts on single sideband, I believe.
Yeah, it doesn't quite get to 100 watts. I understand that, but I'm using the linear most of the time anyway because I'm chasing DX.
Oh, yeah, well, and most of the time you're running a box, and the box is only calling for 50 watts. So by the time it's all said and done, the radio works absolutely perfect, Roger.
Yeah, right now I've got the mic gain at 50% and the RF at 50%. And do you feel like I'm splattering right now, over?
Not at all. No. It looks good. Your dynamic range is about 2.5 dB. Audio EQ curve is perfect.
When I keep getting people, I don't know if it's because I'm overloading their receiver or what, but they tell me I'm 25 kc wide.
Yeah, Roger. Well, I would ask them what their signal strength is. You can overload any radio. You can splatter, 50 kc if you're, giving the person a 60 over.
Yeah. Okay, well, that makes me feel a lot better, and I appreciate the check there for the signal width and so forth. And I've been thinking about upgrading to the 7610, but so far I'm not sure I'm going to work anything that I'm not able to work with the 7300. I'm thinking that better putting money into antennas and into the radio, over.
We have someone that's bent on causing QRM interference, and it's another shining example of mental illness. Mental illness is when a person does something completely abnormal in a certain normal situation. And he's completely abnormal in his reaction to hearing intelligent conversation, indicating the person has a deep-seated lack of self-esteem and self-respect, manifesting in the need to try and destroy that intelligent conversation that makes him feel so inferior. But they're powerless wimps and wind up being just some crap in the background, which is exactly what they are, some crap in the background of life. But, oh Lord, please forgive my intolerance. This is KC9VKV, and when I come face to face with mental illness, I feel led to prayer. So this is my prayer for the mentally ill. O Lord, I confess that I have judged those who struggle with mental illness. I have judged because I do not understand. Forgive me for making assumptions. Forgive me for my indifference. O Lord, please hear my prayer. Comfort and relieve those who are troubled in mind and spirit. Bring them hope, peace, and the consolation of a loving community. Grant patience and courage to the families and friends of those who are mentally ill. Increase their abilities to cope as they face the challenges of recovery. O Lord, protect and defend those living with mental illness. We seek your presence in their lives. Show them how to have greater respect for their fellow man and increase our ability to communicate with the mentally ill. This is KC9VKV in my prayer for the mentally ill.
Seeing the frequencies in use. Amen.
The frequency is in use. The frequency is in use. This is KC9VKV, and I continue my prayer for the mentally ill. Oh Lord, please help us identify mental illness as the disease it is, that we might have courage and wisdom in the face of ignorance and stigma. Inspire us as we seek enlightened treatment and services for the mentally ill. Lord, I know your gentle and kind-hearted love awaits those suffering from mental illness. It shields them in the dark, and when the light fills to overwhelming, please help us remember all those who continue to live in the depths of depression. O Lord, cherish them when they find it difficult to cherish themselves. Comfort those who live in the darkness of depression. May we be a light in their darkness. Help us in their struggle with mental illness, to show them the way to come up for air and to see again your goodness. This is KC9VKV and my prayer for the mentally ill.
Yeah, it's W7VKE. This is Kilo 4 Romeo Juliet Tango.
Kilo 4 Romeo Juliet Tango?
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. You can step all in him anyway. Your signal is way better than his. But I had a question on the 7300.
Hey, well, they don't own the frequencies. I wanted to break in. I had a question for the gentleman there, and he's going to tell me the frequencies in use.
Did you copy that?
Yes, I'm speaking to the gentleman. Sir, the frequency was in use. If you have a comment, then to call when you're called for. You know, between I'm working these stations, you don't start calling in the middle of somebody else's conversation, sir. That's very, intolerant.
Well, you're supposed to acknowledge my station, and then you get to me when you're done with your traffic. You don't just say the frequency's in use and ignore a station breaking in. Man, you're nuts if you think that's the way to operate.
Well, he does if you don't give a call sign.
Sir, can I have your call sign? Would you care to share your call sign?
He's Robert, and why don't you learn to be more respectful to other amateur radio operators?
What's your call sign?
It's Kilo 4 Whiskey Victor, K4WZV.
Yeah, the only thing I heard, sir, was you were, right in the middle of somebody's conversation, and I said this is frequencies in use, and that means that if you would wait till there is a change in the transmissions from one station to the other, that would be the time to call, sir.
I'm done talking to a wall. Have a good day. Enjoy the hobby. K4WZV's clear.
God, thank you very much, sir. Appreciate it.